be. Siya yung nagsimula para sa Letran. But once he went out, did not come back in the first half.
Also, nagiging problem din ng Letran eh. Itong quick foul sila eh. Mark Omega playing only 3 minutes. 2 quick fouls for him. And also, Jimboy Estrada, 3 fouls na. So, abangan natin ito or check natin itong foul situation nila.
Of course, JRU is very much aware of that. So, expect their players to really go at Jimboy and MDO in the third quarter. And it begins here inside the Philoel Center. JRU ahead by 5. Mark Denver Omega attacking once he touched the basketball and he drew the foul. So a chance at the free throw line here for MDO, who has yet to score in this one. Mark Denver Omega, during his time with Perpetual, he was one of the top rebounding bigs in the league, consistently on top of the offensive rebounding department. And he gets the bounce on the first. He comes home to Letran. Of course, this is his high school alma mater. Kapatid niya, naglalaro din para sa men's volleyball team ng Letran. Vince Sarmiento will replace Lance Benitez, who picked up his third foul. Peña Verde against Jimboy Estrada. They go to their leading scorer, and Justin Lozano, who gets the start. The second half.
Kay Omega na naman. Third personal foul. Early in the second half.
Yeah. And in the past, as we see this screen.
Oh.
Oh, hindi.
Ayun,
sa ball
okay,
handler. Okay.
Okay. Natisod niya. Akala ko sa pag-swipe eh.
Pero James, yan din yung tendency dati ni Mark Denver Omega. Many games for Perpetual. Lagi siyang kinalabas ng maaga because of quick fouls inside.
If you're a big man pa naman, you really have to be smart with your fouls.
Oh, that was when the shot clock was winding down.
Bailout foul there.
Okay, it's on Tapeño. Kala ko kay Jimboy eh. Because Jimboy was right there as well. But Tapeño picks it up. Now, they have a chance to go back courtside from the dugout. Nandito. Natin sa atin na report ni Gleisel Galpo. Gleisel.
Inside the dugout, Coach Alan Ricardo was quick to remind the Knights of their lapses during the first half of the game. Ani niya ay masyado rin silang nagmamadali, emphasizing how they must be patient, deliberate, and move the ball so that they can execute better on the defensive end. He also calls on the team to tighten up their breakdown defense, encouraging them that he knows what they can do and what they are capable of. Like he mentioned earlier, ay gusto niyang makita ang CSR, their commitment to the game, to their support for each other, and number 3, their quick reaction, which is crucial now more than ever. Yan muna ang balita mula courtside, Martin and JV.
Thank you so much, Gleisel Galpo. Key words and key instructions from Coach Alan Ricardo. And this team is actually gleaming with potential. Kaya alam niya yung kakayahan ng mga manlalaro niya dito, especially against a young team like JRU. Almost a steal. Lozano steps back. Comes up short.
Sabi mo nga, start of this game, it's buying in para dito sa Letran squad. Obviously, they got the talent. And yung report ka ni Gleisel is CSR.
Yeah.
Commitment, support, and react. So that's another term for, buying in sa gustong takboy nito ni Coach Allen.
Hindi pala CSR courtside reporter. Okay.
Nag-iba naman, ha?
Okay, iba pala. Yun na pala yun. Mananili. Taking it up. 3 to shoot. Omega has to hurry. And Letran turns it over. Shot clock violation. JRU playing solid defense in that sequence. Argente. Over 2 minutes going by here in the third. to Sean against Manalili. Argente. Lozano. Nope. Rebound for Panapanaan. Fresh clock for the Heavy Bombers. Argente from way out. Not that time. Sean Argente has been struggling quite a bit. 2 out of 5. Oh! Panapanaan rejecting Estrada. Tapeño almost taking it back inside to Peña Verde.
It's the same story, Martin. Fast break points, transition points, and on that end, it's turnover points. It's a JRU squad. A great block by Panapanaan.
Jimboy misses. And a foul on the rebound as we take a look at this block from Ivan Panapanaan. Vince Sarmiento with a heads-up play, finding Sanlea Peña Verde underneath. And this has allowed this JRU team to establish their biggest lead of the game, 44-37. Aaron Buensalida in for the first time for Letran. This is a transfer from La Salle. Okay.
Pero Martin, at this point of the game, it's a bit alarming na. Lamang 7 points. Almost half of the third quarter itong JRU.
Si Lorenaria na. Yung nagbaba ng bola dito. But you're right. There has to be more sense of urgency from Letran side. Lorenaria misses the floater. And Jimboy gets it. Estrada to Manalili. Nagsabay na sila dito. Oh! Manalili dribbles that one off his foot. 2-on-1 break. Sean, drop off. Ooh! A missed chance for the Heavy Bombers.
Sayang lang, pero you can see the aggressiveness. Itong mga players ng JRU diving for the ball, attacking the hoop, bilang nila na finish.
That was the right decision though for Argente. He waited for the defense to bite. Sa kanya, binigay kay Lorenaria. Yun nga lang, di nasalo yung pasa. Pero kung si JV mo ko yun, wala, diretso na yun.
Layup yun. Layup yun. Bahala kayo dyan.
Automatic.
Tapos pag-mintes, galit na yan si Bolik sa akin.
Hindi mo binigay. 44-37. Wow. Back down move by Tapeño. But again, Letran could not get a basket. Ito natin to. Tapeño against Castillo. Strength advantage. Was able to carve space. But a little wild on the attempt. Timeout muna tayo. Ito na ang abante ng JRU. Our coverage continues inside the Federal Center. Narinig niyo yung boses ni Coach Nani Epondulan, brand new head coach for JRU. As we check out the kids, having fun. Mula to sa JRU. Double fun pa dahil labante yung kanilang team dito. Their team has done a great job so far. 44-37. Jay Garupil is back for JRU. Garupil, the former Letran Knights. Ooh!
Traveling call. Lifting daw eh. Si
Bira na yung tawag yun.
Yeah. Tingnan nga natin dito. Yeah,
Okay.
pwede.
Dahil ba hindi niya inilipat sa kabila?
Masyadong mahaba yung... Yeah, baka sa angle ng referee.
Buensalida going to work against Panapanaan. Oh, Buensalida will be charged for this foul.
Offensive foul. Kita natin dito, itong rotation ng bigs nagbago para sa Letran. Roque now playing the 4.
Yeah. They want a quicker lineup on the court.
Oh, si Tapenya pala, sorry.
Siya yung 4 na, no?
Yeah. 3 bigs here for Letran.
They're trying to match the speed of JRU. Salvador! No. Manalili gets it. Tapeño doesn't have the numbers, but he took the shot anyway. No.
Kita mo yung energy, yung hustle itong JRU squad. Tapeño, 1-on-1. Pero nung tinira niya, 1-on-5 na bigla para dito sa JRU. Look at that. All blue shirts.
It happens on offense and on defense for JRU. They're winning the foot race so far. Buensalida. Here come the heavy bombers again. Garrupe, no. Lorenaria, yes!
Wow! Lorenaria jumping out of nowhere. Getting that big putback.
They're just out hustling this Letran team right now. Manalili called for steps. Hindi siya makapaniwala dito.
I think yung same foot eh.
Yeah.
The Yugo step.
If he took off and landed on the same foot, it will be called for a travel. Hindi naman tong hustle ni Alan Lorenaria. That's another rookie working hard for Coach Nani. 9-point lead. Under 5 minutes remaining, we are beyond the halfway point of the third. Garupil. Sean looking for a screen. Garupil steps into a 3. It's good. It's now a double-digit advantage for the Heavy Bombers.
It's probably a revenge game para dito kay Garupil.
Spent a year with Letran. Now he's back in the NCAA for JRU.
Definitely something to prove.
Yeah.
Ito si Garupil. We can see here, kanina nag 1-2-2 itong Letran. Now they're back onto man-to-man defense.
Lorenaria snatched away by Roque. Letran needs a basket. Chimboy smothered. Garupil the forward pass. Sean doesn't have the numbers, but he took it in. No. Here's Tapeño. Back the other way we go. Estrada waiting for his teammates. Peter Rosilio will look to restore order on this side of the court for Letran. Rosilio cross-court pass. Ilalapit ni Jimboy. Turnaround fadeaway. No. Tapeño with the board. And he gets fouled by Lorenaria.
What a defensive stop there by Panapanaan. Moving his feet. Closing out. Blocking pa before that play. Ito si Panapanaan.
Ito muna yung 3 puntos kanina ni Jay Garupil. But we have to mention, dahil maganda yung pinapakita niya dito sa depensa, Ivan Panapanaan, when we saw him in high school for Arellano, he was not one of the best defensive player that season in the NCAA Juniors Division.
And he's definitely showing it here. Sa game na to. Is 2 points itong 2 points na Letran itong malaking bagay. Just really stop the bleeding.
Check this, Jigs. Panapanaan has 6 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks already.
3 blocks. Pang endgame na yan eh.
Oo, yeah. Yun nga lang. Oh, nagbabalik dito si Harry Herrera. Papalitan si Panapanaan who has 4 fouls.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. Good to see Herrera back. course, he went down with that knee discomfort earlier. Rosilio sends it out. Estrada has 2. He knows it. He pulls the trigger, but he misses. Ito na si Salvador. JRU looking to extend the lead. Herrera on top. Handoff for Garupil, who has 10. Lorenaria. It's down to 5. That's good D played by Rosilio. Only 4 seconds left on JRU's clock. The Knights will call for a timeout because they are behind by 11 points here in the third. Back to the coverage. The JRU Heavy Bombers cheering squad is here. Siyempre, mga karamihan dito grade school students ng Jose Rizal University na sumali sa atin, by the way, sa pep rally a few days ago. Ayan, nandun silang lahat to support their teams. Yan, diba, kahit hindi pa, mga ano pa yan, potential JRU students.
Oo.
Hindi pa.
Nire-recruit na.
Nire-recruit na. Yun,
Kasi expose na sila dito, no? Sa, sa school spirit.
Yeah.
Sa basketball
Iba yan,
scene natin.
Iba yung nailalapit ka sa ganitong klaseng environment, because it really piques your interest.
Yes.
And you imagine yourself being out here on the court as well. Lorenaria. Salvador as we proceed with last 2.5 minutes of the third. Wow! Bailout shot coming from Herrera.
Big shot by Herrera. He looks okay. He looks good.
Okay naman. Chad Gamad drops in his second triple of the game. So just tit for tat here. 3 for a 3. Garupil, last 2 minutes of the third. Salvador off the screen. Johnson knocks it down.
Kanina pa rin daw hinahanap Salvador, corner 3 points now. Palabas naman sa wing. Salvador, another big 3 para sa JRU.
14 puntos ng abante ng JRU. 8 points for Sean. Santos face up Jay. Answers right back for Letran. But the Knights need stops. JRU non-stop ang energy dito. What a pass. Castillo underneath off a beautiful setup job by Salvador. Chip Boy from the elbow. Offensive board. But it is snatched by JRU. Lorenaria, yes!
Referee calling a flopping there.
Yeah.
Now everybody's just scoring here. That is the JRU squad. Salvador leading, spearheading itong atake sa third quarter.
The floodgates have opened for JRU here. They've outscored Letran 19-8 in the third. And look at this. Salvador going to the corner. This was a bailout 3 by Herrera, JV. Nakakabawi ang Letran. Ito si Chad Gamad with the answer. But JRU, Salvador, they're, not just in transition, even on the half court, they're executing.
And now nakukuha na yung rhythm nila. executing itong play sila, looking for Salvador every time, every possession. I think.
What a transition for Salvador from being one of the stars of the Mapua Red Robins. It has been a solid debut in the seniors division for him. Kamad from the same spot. Same result for Chad.
Steady hands ito si Kamad. His third triple here for this game.
9 points. He is tied with Roque as the leading scorer of Letran. Or leading scorers of Letran. So that's the end of the third quarter. It was all JRU. They've extended their lead to 13, 59 to 46 after outscoring the Knights 19 to 11 in the third canto. We'll see if that momentum carries over for JRU or Letran. We'll come back here. We'll return for the fourth quarter of this game. Don't go away. Everybody, the youngsters are ahead by 13 points going into the final quarter. 59-46. Good to have you with us. Martin Javier with JB Mocon here in the broadcast with Gaisel Calpo as our courtside reporter. That's an encouraging start for the Letran Knights. Jimboy Estrada nailing the three. And they need more of those, JB, especially in this first 5 minutes ng fourth quarter natin to climb back in this game.
Exactly, Martin. Tama ka. The first 5 minutes is going to be very crucial para sa Knights. It will dictate itong anong mangyayari at the end game.
Yeah. Down by 10, but JRU so far they've battled and they've answered all of the attempts and runs of Letran. Eto, Pengarupil, Banggaan with Peter Rosilio. So our referees are reviewing if there was excessive contact. Mukhang incidental naman, nakaangat lang ng kamay si Rosilio.
Pero kita mo ngayon, I think nagbago na rin yung full court defense itong Letran.
James, anong key dito para sa Letran Knights? This is gonna be an ordinary foul.
Energy, obviously, kasi yung nagiging kulang nila transition defense, running back. Hindi mo naman tuturo yun di ba? It's just effort on their side. They know they're very talented. Itong Letran, they just need to, give more effort, show more effort here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, this is our chance to go back court side. Fourth quarter report mula kay Gleisel Galpo. Gleisel?
The JRU Heavy Bombers are playing explosively as they continue to ride on this momentum. Gaya nga ng nasabi sa akin ng team captain nila na si Sean Argente kanina, the biggest difference of having Coach Nani as their lead is how they feel more angsty and more confident in calling the game because apparently he gives them the green light to take the shot and attack whenever they see an opportunity. This remains true for Coach Nani in this final frame as he demands more assertive shots and for them to seize all chances at the baskets from all sides. They might be young, but they've got the confidence, they've got the skills. The only challenge is how they'll contain their emotions to keep the same intensity and composure until the end. Martin and JB.
Thank you, Gleisel. That's a good report from JRU side. Binanggit niya na yung presensya alone, ito ni Coach Nani Epundulan, nagbibigay sa kanila ng energy at ng kumpiyansa sa court. Na wala silang, dapat i-worry kasi napaghandaan nila at nandiyan si Coach Nani sa sideline.
That's a good advice para dito kay Coach Nani. Obviously, a very young team. That's what you need. They're really looking up to you on what to do on the court because you've been there.
Yeah.
Diba? MVP nga
That's right. Let's see what happened underneath. Ooh. Oh, okay. It was
Lorenaria.
Yeah, Lorenaria falling down with the ball.
When you say energy, you can see si Lorenaria agad attacking the basket every time, jumping out of nowhere.
Mukhang talagang he has accepted that role for JRU. Oh, kita mo. tapping that rebound. Salvador. Argente. Swiped by Kevin Santos. And okay, ahead ang JRU ng 10 puntos. Yung leading scorer nila last season at team captain nila ngayon, si Sean Argente, just has 4 points. 2 out of 7 from the field.
Pero kita mo si Sean not really looking for his shots eh. Naging veterano na eh, naging captain, leader of this team. I think on the start of this ball game, he just wants to win whatever ways that this team can.
Jonathan Manalili able to fish a foul. This is gonna be against Ivan Panapanaan. So pang-5 na. Neto ni Panapanaan. Hindi pa pala. I correct myself. I was looking at the FD side. So malayo pa sa foul trouble itong si Panapanaan.
Kinabahan ako eh. Ang ganda pa naman pinapakita niya eh.
Correction.
Shot blocker nitong JRU.
He's only taken 1 shot, by the way, si Panapanaan, but he's made so much impact on the court. 6 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 1 assist.
Wow. Grabe. That's how you impact the ball game without even scoring.
Argente. Ball is with Salvador. Sean. Oof. So, shot clock violation against JRU. Lance Benitez is back in the ball game. Letran forcing the turnover. Lozano replacing Lonaria. Yeah. Lozano has 11 points to lead the Heavy Bombers. Karupin is also back inside. Manalili. Jonathan Manalili against Garupil. Passing it to Santos. Good hands by Benitez.
Solid din itong mga bigs ng JRU eh. You know, undersized. But not, you know, not really phased.
Yeah.
Kung sino mamasya nila. Benitez is also one of those bigs.
We thought it was going to be a tough year for JRU because they lost their team captain last year and one of the best players in the NCAA, in Joshua Guiab, who led them in scoring and in rebounding as Lozano hits back iron on that shot. Pero maraming humalili. Dun sa iniwan ni Guiab, Chad Gamad, missing. Diretso kay Tapeño, wala pa rin. Panapanaan finally collects for JRU. And the Heavy Bombers had the luxury to waste some clock here. They don't need to hurry on offense. Garupil. Oh, Benitez has the lane.
Sabi mo nga, Joshua Guiab. Almost defensive rebound there by the JRU squad. Sabi mo nga, Joshua Guiab, laking nawala nila. Pero that, not only one player filled that spot, a couple, probably 3 big men filled that spot. As we can see here, Benitez scoring that bucket with assist by Garupil.
63-51.
But it's also luxury, no, Martin?
Yeah.
Kasi if you have Guiab, alam mo, mapunta sa kanya bola eh.
Yeah.
Now you have bigs who does the dirty work. Eh. Screen lang, rebound, not really looking for the ball. If open, tira, ganun ka simple.
And I think yung backcourt din this year ng JRU, you know, it takes all the pressure away from the bigs. Young, pero solid and composed. And si Salvador.
Kumpiyansa.
Yeah. Argente, Lonaria. Nagpapakitang gilas dito. Panapanaan. It stays on this side of the court. 16 on JRU's clock. What a showing so far. Again, I mentioned on top of the coverage, and Gleisel also mentioned in her first report, 12 rookies on JRU this year. Safe to say, at least they're one of the youngest teams in the league. But they're showing some experience here. And Salvador hits double figures with that basket. What a debut for Sean Chauncey Salvador. A few months ago, he averaged 14 points for the Mapua Red Robins. This is his transition now to the seniors game. And so far, it's translating very well, JV.
Doesn't look like a rookie out there to see Sean Salvador. See here, floater. Kevin Santos on you. Easy bucket there.
Yeah.
Pero 13 points now. Up by JRU, 6 minutes left on the clock.
It was on the bump of Salvador on Manalili as Manalili gets away. Only the second basket of the game for Manalili. Salvador. Back to Chauncey. He has 9 to shoot. Corner shot. Garupil, too strong. And off the side of the backboard as well. Estrada to Tapeño. Tapeño fades away. Yes. High arc jumper for Luis Tapeño.
It's a soft shot by Tapeño. Half spin. A bit of a step back there. High arcing shot.
Down to a single-digit lead. Halfway mark of the fourth. Fourth shot by Salvador. Not really the best option for them. Estrada floats it. Comes up short, gets it back, sends it out. Manalili is all alone. He knocks it down. 5-0 spurt. Or make that a 7-0 spurt for Letran to trim the lead down to just 6. Let's take a look at the action here. Tapeño. This was the fade and the hit. And all alone was Jonathan Manalili for this triple. Letran trying to make a run. Back inside the Philoil Center for the final 4:47 of this exciting matchup between JRU and Letran. Right before the timeout, as we see the beautiful faces in attendance. Mga estudyante ng Letran at JRU nanonood dito. So before we proceeded to the timeout, Letran was able to mount a 7-0 run to cut the lead down to 6 points. And if you're JRU, you gotta be careful. Ito, usually, pagkabata yung team JV, lumalabas yung youth sa mga gantong klaseng sitwasyon.
Oo, tama. Yung maging inexperienced eh. Diba? Kita natin dito sa Letran, they have players who can really, go to guys. It's a crunch time.
Yeah. As the pressure increases in the final minutes of the game. But that's good execution after the timeout for JRU. Panapanaan was alone underneath.
Yeah, pass by Sean Argente, actually. One of the vets here by the JRU squad.
He has to take over and has to control their offense. Talking about Argente in this juncture. Tapeño gets fouled again. Is really comfortable with that back to the basket game. And Sean with the extra pass inside. Little resistance from Tapeño that time around.
Got the best of rotation there para sa Letran.
Gamad. Jimboy saw an opening. Misfires again. Estrada is now 5 out of 13 from the field. He has a little bit of everything though. 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Sean Argente. He's got the rookie Gamad on him. Garupil now surveys the situation. They go to Sean. Left it short. Fresh 14 on the clock. One more time here. Replay for Argente against Tapeño. Argente, drop off. Masyadong masikip.
That's an open lane there by Sean Argente. Yeah, that's lefty finish na sana, pero pana-pana. Giving them an extra possession.
I think that's the second time na meron ng layup si Sean. Pinasa pa niya, no? 2 to shoot for JRU. They need a quick one. Here's the lob. Broken up. And Letran has it. Rosilio. Peter Rosilio goes around Benitez. And it lands. Whistled for this foul.
Ooh. Fouled out that si Benitez.
So -1 big man. Itong si Coach Nani Pundulan. Vince Sarmiento will replace him. Ito, Peter Rosilio. That's the switch. Oh, parehong bumagsak. Even Santos and Argente collided in that sequence. Jimboy from the corner. Big time hit from Jimboy Estrada.
Great execution there by Letran. Big triple by Jimboy Estrada. Now they're down by only 5 points.
Estrada is up to 14 points now. Panapanaan. Open look. Lozano. Kaboom! Tit for tat. Lozano. With also a big time hit. Jimboy. Too strong. Garupil. Cross court. And JRU recognizing the situation, pulling it back. Garupil to set the table. He takes the shot. Off to the right.
Fancy board.
Ball tapped around. But the whistle will be blown here. This is going to be against Panapanaan. The players on the court want a review. Feeling nila walang foul. Yeah, pero kinonfirm ni crew chief Harry Santos.
Yeah.
Meron talaga.
Meron.
Panapanaan on his way down. Hit shot Gamad. No problem for Chad on the first. This is a solid debut as well for Chad Gamad. In double figures in his first game in the NCAA. 10 points already. 2 free throws plus 3 triples. So totoo nga yung sinabi sa akin ni Father Vic.
Oo, abangan talaga si Gamad. Actually, he has been stepping up while it was a Letran squad.
Now, Filipino-Canadian Chad Gamad got recruited when he was in action for the Phil-Canadian team in the NBTC tournament. 70-64.
Big possession here, Martin.
Final 2 minutes, deep the trenches. Oh, Garupil, Lozano, short, Panapanaan hustling. Wow!
What a recovery there by Panapanaan.
Ivan Panapanaan.
We gotta see that again.
Look at him. Here's the miss, but he rushed to the ball. Heads up play
Wow.
to bounce it off Manalili.
Just pure effort para dito kay Panapanaan. You can't ask for more.
Yeah. Yung impact niya, pareho. Kita sa stat sheet, ramdam sa court. 8.13 rebounds, 3 blocks. Argente from way out. Kanina pa sinusubukan niya ni Sean. Tapeño with the scoop and the hoop. Down to a 4-point lead.
One attack there by Tapeño, attacking si Panapanaan on the break.
A minute and a half left. Lozano gets fouled in the act of shooting. So 2 shots coming up for Lozano.
Nasa din yung Achilles heel itong Letran. Si first year to si Tapeño with an up and under move against Panapanaan. Pero yun talaga yung Achilles heel ngayon ng Letran.
Yeah.
During itong game na to, the transition defense has been glaring.
Lagi silang nauunahan nitong JRU. And it's been happening since the first quarter, JB.
Yes, so di sila adjust eh.
Yeah.
Just pure effort, just running back, touching the paint. Kita mo, Lozano is just one-on-one na bigla eh.
And Lozano takes care of the first.
And the JR squad knows it. Si Coach, he knows it now. Pina-forward nila yung bola, nakita lang libre, or kahit onti lang yung puwang eh, pinapasa nila agad eh.
2 for 2. Lozano showing composure. He now has 15 points, or make that 16 for JRU. The lead is back up to 6. Spider-Man is in the building, pulling out the web shooters. He's part of the JRU crowd. Yeah, one of the kids here from Jose Rizal University. They're happy. They're not anxious because their team is ahead by 6 points right now. 72-66 with a minute and 23 remaining. But Letran, in this final stretch, JV, nakakagawa ng run. Nakakapunto sila dito.
It's been a bit late lang, no?
Yeah.
Pero solid sila. Itong the last 5 minutes of this fourth quarter. Ito yung Letran team na inaabangan natin talaga.
Let's see. They gotta score in this next play. Manalili to inbound. Gaman. Manalili. Shot for 3. No. Oh, they needed that one. Instead, it's JRU organizing the play on the other side. Approaching the final minute. Can JRU get their first win? Sean. No. Santos secures it. Letran needs to hurry. Manalili gets the whistle. JRU already in the penalty, so 2 shots for Jonathan Manalili.
That's one way to do it, stopping the clock. That was Jonathan Manili. Now he has a chance to get the couple of points to bring down the lead.
Panapanaan just fouled out for Jose Rizal University. He finishes the game with 8 points,
What a game.
14 rebounds,
What
and
a
3
game.
blocks.
Solid big man. Ito
Yeah.
si Panapanaan.
This is an early candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, for sure. Ito si Ivan Panapanaan. Manalili calmly sinks the first. He reaches double figures with that free throw. 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists in his debut for the Letran Knights. Short on the second, but he gets it back. Manalili is doubled. Letran needs a hoop. Manalili attacks. Manalili, no. Santos fouled. So Kevin Santos will be tested anew. A lot of contact on that drive by Manalili, but no whistle. Instead, they called it on Kevin's follow-up. Oh, dalawa sumabay dito
Dalawa.
kay Manalili.
Definitely a foul. Pero kita mo nung na-foul daw sa Panapanaan. 2 offensive rebounds or straight para dito sa Letran. Yung factor na wala ngayon in this crunch time sa Panapanaan. Gonna be crucial for them.
Precisely. Santos at the free throw line. In and out on the first.
30 seconds, 32 seconds left on the clock. It's probably 2 or 3 possessions left
Yeah.
here in this game.
He is 1 out of 3 in this game. 1 out of 2 on that trip, so 2 out of 4 in total. Last year actually okay si Santos sa free throw line, 78%. That's a good clip, especially for a big. So James, 2-possession game.
Yeah. Crucial dito sa Sarmiento eh.
Yeah.
Kasi he's being guarded by Kevin Santos.
O siya yung magbababa. Binigay kay Garupil. Oh, there's a foul. But that was the foul to give for Letran. Next one, they'll be over the limit.
It's gonna be interesting kasi 25 seconds left on game clock, 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Are they gonna foul? Are they gonna play the fouling game, the free throw game to stop the clock?
Yeah, the thing is, JRU has done so well at the free throw line this game. 12 out of 15, James.
You gotta pick your points.
Yeah. But
If they don't get this steal right here, I think they're gonna foul.
Yeah. So Garupil to trigger the ball in. Former Letran Knight, Jay Garupil, looking to get one against his former team. Salvador, they're not fouling. What a bind! Oh, Letran gets the steal. They need to go quickly. Manalili gets the whistle. He heads to the line for 2 shots.
Sorry possession there. Look at that. Hindi na solo clean di eh. Si Lorenara.
Jim Boy with a swipe. And then Manalili knew what he had to do in transition. Ito na.
Ito na talaga yung test kay Jonathan. First game in the big boys rank.
So far, he has shot 50% from the line, 3 out of 6. And a wall of JRU rather supporters in front of you. That's the challenge now for Manalili. First one. miss.
He needs to make this one. He says two ball possession, two possession game.
One more for Manalili. He sinks it. One possession game. Coach Nani wants to draw up a play. 14.1 seconds left in the game. We're back for the final 14 seconds of our second game today between JRU and Letran. And JRU ahead by a possession, 72-69. Coach Nani drawing up a play to secure at least an inbound JV and to force Letran to foul.
I think what they're gonna do is what they did earlier.
Yeah.
Si Sarmiento getting the ball. Pero you can see here itong Letran putting any pressure.
Oo nga. Nakaset up sila dito sa half court. Okay. We need the players back on the court
So
as we resume action.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think there's a decoy. Para dito sa Letran zone, it's obviously gonna be a quick double, so expect itong JRU needs to expect that quick double.
Kapit braso, kapit kamay. Itong mga players ng JRU. They're on the verge of their first win. Of getting their first win. Oh, Lozano with the catch. That was important.
Yeah. Yun yung niran talaga ni Coach. I think he wanted the ball on Lozano. The leading scorer for JRU.
16 points today for Justin Lozano. 3 rebounds, 3 assists.
What a well-executed play by Coach Nani.
Tatlong 3 puntos din para kay Lozano. Oh, he misses the first. He just needs one.
Just one.
Just one to make it a 2-possession game and to put the game out of reach. That's
He got it.
the free throw he needed. 4-point game. The Knights call for time. We're back inside the Phil Oil Center. We're not yet done here in our second game today. Letran, susubukan pa nilang makalapit dito. Coach Allen calling for a timeout. That was his final timeout. Wala nang timeout parehong teams natin, JV. But Letran, next sequence, do you go for a 3?
I think with their lineup, they can look for Gamad. But they have Manalili who can really attack the basket. I'd go for a quick 2. Alley-oop probably.
But they inserted another shooter in Joven Baliling here. First entry in the game. Gamad! No! And JRU secures the rock. And the win.
What a way to win your first game. If you're Coach Nani, a big, big upset here.
Yeah, that was honest defense played by the Heavy Bombers, by Salvador on Gamad. Not allowing him a clear shot. But Justin Lozano with the finishing touches here. Hold on. The door is still slightly open.
Yeah. Buti walang 4 points dito.
Kundi isang one possession game lang to. Ooh, he missed both. But it needs to be a full court sequence for Letran. Too strong for Manalili. And that's all she wrote. The JRU Heavy Bombers win their first game of the season at the expense of the Letran Knights.
What a game. A lot of heroes here by the JRU squad. Just pure collective effort here. That's gonna hurt for Letran Knights.
The new era of JRU begins on a winning note. Brand new head coach and former NCAA MVP, former King Bomber, Coach Nani Epundulan, leading the way. And they started off with a win against Letran, 73-69. What a game, and such composure shown as well by the youngsters of JRU. JB, we were expecting a comeback from Letran, and they did. They came back in the final minutes.
It was a bit short lang. I think, sabi mo nga, the first 5 minutes of that fourth quarter is going to be crucial. That first 5 minutes, it was won by the JRU. Pero nakahabol itong